Hey, and thanks for watching this video. In this video, I will show you step by step how you can launch hundreds of ads in just a few clicks using Streamly. So right now we are on the bro creation in step 1, where you can create either your campaign from scratch or use an existing campaign. When you want to create your campaign from scratch, you have both the option to go for an Advantage Plus campaign or a manual campaign using both ABO or CBO. In this case, let's go for an existing campaign and go to our ad sets. For ad sets, exactly the same applies. We can create a new ad set from scratch or use an existing ad set. If we want to create an ad set from scratch, it offers both custom audiences and detailed targeting. So if you wish to exclude your audiences or include interest targeting, you can do that. However, what you can also do is go in here and go for an existing ad set, or what you can do is duplicate an existing ad set by hitting this icon. So let's do that in this case. We hit the icon. The only thing I will do is change the ad set name. And as you can see, all the variables that we have previously set applied. And if, for example, in this case, in this ad set, I would have excluded audiences or added detailed targeting, it will all be in here. So in this case, if we want to, for example, add an interest like fashion, we can directly add this or remove this. Now that we have set up our ad set, let's go to the next step. And step 3 is our default setting for all our ads that we're going to upload in step 4. Now, what I would like to do for the ad name is go for the macros. And in here, we can select a bunch of macros that we would like to use for our ad naming. Obviously, you can also do your ad naming manually. However, what I prefer to do is use one macro, which is the file name, which will use the file name of the creatives that you're going to upload and use them in Meta as the ad name. In here, we're going to directly go for our Facebook page. And I just want to use the Facebook page, no Instagram page. But otherwise, you go in here and select your Instagram account. And in here, we're going to add our primary text. And what we just do is like the fastest way to launch your ad creatives. And we can add multiple headlines in here. So let's add another headline as well. Let's add this primary text as well. Same goes for the headline. You can add up to 5 headlines. And in here, we do our call to action. So let's say we go for learn more and we add our URL. In this case, now we can go for the creative settings. So we can either turn them all off. And as you can see, they're divided in both image, videos, and carousel because we support all formats. And personally, I always like to turn them off. So I'm going to leave them blank in here. And now we can go for our pixel. So let's go for our pixel. And in here, we have 2 options to bulk upload our creatives. So we can either hit this box and we will be able to use our previously uploaded content from Meta. So it will show the creatives that you have previously uploaded to Meta or launched to Meta. Or what we can do is create folders and store and manage our creatives in here if we would like. So in this case, I previously already launched some ads in here for later use. So in this case, let's use those ads. Let's just upload this one. And as you can see, it directly adds it as the single image format. However, let's turn this into a carousel by hitting the drop down. And as you can see, an error will appear because we need at least 2 assets for a carousel. So let's add some other images as well. So we're going to add those. So we have those in here. And now let's see, because now we can preview our carousel on how it looks like. So it looks great. And what we can also do, which is really nice, is directly drag and drop our creatives in here. And the cool thing is here we have creative matching, which means that it will directly match feed and story images. And the way it works is that if the ad name or if the file name is the same, only the dimension at the end of the name file name is different. So for example, story or feed or 1x1, 9x16, it will automatically group them together. So let's drop those in here. And as we can see, they are automatically grouped together, because the way it works is that the first image is for the feed, the second image is for story, and the third image will be for the search placement. So it applies exactly the same order as Meta. So in this case, we have directly uploaded all our creatives, both feed and story, at once. And what we can do now is we can say, for these two ads, or let's say these three ads, I want to launch those into a different ad set with a different ad copy. The way we go around this is hitting the drop down, and we can either say I want it in a different ad set using the same campaign, or we can go for a completely different campaign. Or what we can do is say, I want to use the same variables from the ad set that we have previously created. I just want to do a quick duplicate. So what we do is we hit this icon, and we're going to change the ad name. And if it's an ABO campaign, we can even change the budget. But in this case, let's only go for the ad name. It will duplicate this ad set. And now we can select that ad set here as well. Now in this case, because I'm going to launch them into a different ad set, what we want to do is we want to change maybe the ad copy for these three ads. So what we can do is we have them selected. We go to bulk edit, and we say, hey, I want to remove this one. I want to change this text to publish or upload 100 plus ads in second. Let's say we do this ad copy. It will just be applied to those three ads. However, if you just want to make a change to one specific ad, you can hover over it, hit this icon, and make the change specifically to that ad. Also, we support multiple formats, so also obviously video, a flexible format. If we launch a video or if we upload a video, it will directly change the format to single video, and we can also turn it into a flexible format. And if we hit publish, it will directly be published to Meta. Now, depending on the amount of creatives that you have uploaded, it can take up to 2 to 5 minutes. Again, it depends on the volume that you want to launch your ads in. Now that we have set up our first, second, and third step, what we can do is save this as a template. So let's say template, #03. We save this as a template. And what that will do is it will save step 1, 2, and 3 so that we can use that later on in other ads that we want to create. So next time I go in here, I go hit my template, so template #03. And it will directly go for my campaign that I have selected. However, obviously, I can also create a new campaign or use another campaign. But in this case, I'm fine with this campaign. It will directly have all the details of my previously set ad set variables. So I can directly go to the next step. And as you can see, it had also all the ad copies and all the settings that we've previously set. So now I can directly go to the next step, upload all our ads, and launch a new batch of creatives. And this is the way that you can launch hundreds of ads in just a few seconds to the ads manager, which will save you hours of manual work. And yeah, which will make sure you can scale 10x faster by launching creatives 10x faster in less time. So I'm very, very excited for you to try it out. If you want to try it out, hit the link in the description, and then I will see you inside.